Our city of Gresham is under attack. Federal agents are carrying out violent sweeps against innocent people.
Now at 6 o'clock, people in Gresham calling on City Council to declare a state of emergency because of ice activity in the area. We're going to have Council's response to that coming up in a live report.
And come February, Vibra Specialty Hospital of Portland will be shutting its doors, leaving patients without care and hundreds of workers without a job. We have details on why the hospital says it's closing. Plus,
What? Goodness gracious. Huh? Well, Christmas bells are ringing, you might say. This is in Colorado. A goat helping out with this year's Red Kettle fundraiser for the Salvation Army. Okay. If you say so. We'll have some more details coming up as we kick off the 6 o'clock hour of Sunrise right now.
good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Wednesday. I'm China Green.
And I'm Drew Carney. So that goat is obviously making some sounds with the bells. I ask you, Chris, Rod, and China, I think I can put this show to a complete halt right now.
Oh, wow.
What kind of noise does a goat actually make? I mean, what does a goat actually sound like?
That's a horse.
I can't top. Was that Chris that did that? That was really
so
good.
close.
Yeah, that's good.
Still a horse.
That's pretty good. No, horses.
I think it's like a gross, like.
Rod,
But now be honest though, don't you think that the goat works, right? Because it catches your attention.
Yes.
I would be more
apt
to, thank you, to notice the goat, walk up and put money in the kettle. Absolutely.
And if you can get Rod Hill to get money out of his pockets,
you're doing
That's
something.
You're doing a good job.
Golly, you've had yourself a good day. Yeah. All right, here's a look at our state cap. Our weather's okay this morning. We do have some fog pockets. So far, it's not being reported as overly bad in most locations. In fact, good visibility currently. You're looking at the state capitol. But again, these fog pockets kind of come and go, as you know. 41. Here's the one that's coming. This is covering up the downtown cityscape. Looking across from I-5 across the river, 41 degrees, our Rose City camera. Great visibility of our beautiful Christmas tree, though, down at Pioneer Courthouse Square from the Pioneer Park building. Temperatures are upper 30s to low 40s out the door. So we'll say 40 on average. And for the most part, this is a dry, cloudy, light wind day. And temperature's not bad. 46 degrees at noon, about 48 when the kids get out of school. Here he is, the man, the champion goat caller,
No,
Chris McGinnis.
No, we will spare you that. All right, let's get you out the door real quick. Zooming on over to Airport Way, I-205 near Airport Way. We've got a perspective here that is actually looking to the south. So there's northbound 205 headed towards the airport. That's in pretty good shape for now. The drive through North Portland up near the Expo Center, there's your southbound I-5 drive. It's getting busier, but so far moving along okay there as we are in the Banfield. Again, a few more cars out there, but so far we've got a speed limit clip from all directions heading into downtown. Guys.
Thank you, Chris. Gresham residents want the city to declare a state of emergency because of ice activity in East Multnomah County.
members of the community had a chance to address Gresham City Council last night regarding these concerns. So Sunrise reporter Corey Johnson is joining us live in Gresham with more on this story. Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, Drew. China, that's right. Community members are calling the current situation in Gresham a crisis. They say businesses and families are being torn apart and children are afraid to go to school. Now, Gresham City Council members listened as community members urged the city to declare a state of emergency on Tuesday. This after the cities of Hillsborough, Forest Grove, Salem, Cornelius, and Woodburn have all recently taken similar action. And city leaders released a statement saying they would consider feedback from the community and relay concerns to federal elected representatives. During Tuesday's testimony, community members say they hope the move would allow the city to direct funding to nonprofits that could help community members in crisis. Democratic State Representative Ricky Ruiz, who also covers Gresham, attended the city council meeting as well.
What we're seeing with ice raids and ice operations in Gresham have been alarming and have been disturbing businesses, have been disturbing families, have been disturbing schools. Council knows about this already, but I do think it's really important and powerful from the community to come and show up and share their experiences as well.
Now, Gresham's council did not vote on the issue Tuesday night because it was not on the agenda, but they did say that they would discuss it further in the coming weeks. Drew, China.
All right, Corey Johnson live for us this morning there in Gresham. Meanwhile, back here in Portland, Mayor Keith Wilson made his pick for the city's first long-term city administrator. This is a new position within Portland's reshaped city government. The mayor's choice is 41-year-old Raymond C. Lee. You see him right there on your screen. If city council approves, Lee would take on the responsibility of running Portland's day-to-day operations. Lee has been the city manager in Greeley, Colorado for the past 4 years. Greeley, by the way, has about 1,600 city employees and an annual budget of $515 million. If he gets the city administrator position here, he would be responsible for 6,500 employees and an annual budget of $8.6 billion. So a much bigger staff and a significantly bigger budget. And his pay would also jump up. Lee is making about $315,000 a year right now in Colorado. The Portland job would pay him $370,000. His first day on the job is set for Monday, December 29th.
Governor Tina Kotek has outlined a roadmap to help boost business in Oregon. It focuses on three main goals here. First, the governor wants our state's economy and GDP, which is the total value of all the goods and services the state produces, to grow faster than the country as a whole. Second, she wants to create living wage jobs by expanding workforce development programs. And finally, she's hoping to attract more businesses to the state by reducing some of that red tape that holds them back, like permits.
I think this is a starting point of a compilation of things that have already been underway, but putting them in one spot and saying, we've got to focus here, folks. If we're not intentional about growing our state, we're just going to be left behind. This is a moment of intentionality that we all have to share.
Meantime, Republican Senator Christine Drazan, who is running for governor, criticized the idea, saying in part that Governor Kotek should have been trying to boost prosperity all along. When asked, the governor didn't give a timeline for her ideas, but says she plans to introduce new legislation next year.
A specialty hospital in Northeast Portland is getting ready to shut down, and some local healthcare workers say this is a troubling sign for the city.
So on top of the closure, we're also covering complaints from neighbors who say trash has been piling up inside the hospital's gates. KGW's Libby Dowsett joins us live outside Vibra Specialty Hospital with more on this. Libby, good morning.
China, according to the CEO, come February 1st, about 300 employees at this critical care facility will be out of a job. Now, if you haven't heard of it before, you're not alone. Vibra Specialty Hospital of Portland takes both critical care patients and chronically ill patients who may need extended care. That step between traditional hospitals and rehab centers. But Monday, 310 employees found out they'd be laid off from Vibra in 60 days. These layoffs include nurses, nursing assistants, therapists, pharmacists. The CEO of Vibra telling KGW this decision to close the hospital reflects ongoing financial challenges that have made it unsustainable to continue operations at this location. Some neighbors we spoke with say the hospital will be missed.
This hospital is just for long-term acute care. I hope they can find a way to keep it open, because if they close it, the building will be sitting there empty.
And we heard from other neighbors concerned about this. Piles of trash stacking up inside the hospital gates. The Hospital Association of Oregon says this closure will be a major blow to patients because it could mean that hospital beds will not be available at other hospitals, and there will be a backup at the ER if patients are not discharged to centers like this. Back to you.
All right, Libby Dowsett live for us here this morning in Northeast Portland. We also have details on a pretty big retail closure in downtown Portland. We're talking about the Nordstrom Rack. After 20 years in business, the store on 2nd and Morrison is going to close for good at the end of January. This represents yet another blow to the business district in downtown Portland.
You know, it's never good when a tenant leaves. But if we can get, again, some other concepts that come back into downtown and take the space, things would look a lot better.
We also did a recent investigation here at KGW into retail theft, which included video of shoplifters outside this store. So we want to point out, Nordstrom did not give an exact reason for closing this location, but we did hear from Mayor Wilson, who says his office is working with Nordstrom to make sure that its main flagship store downtown across from Pioneer Courthouse Square does stay open.
Four, three, two, one. There you go.
Yay! today. The Congressional Christmas tree in Washington, D.C. is officially lit for the holiday season. The 53-foot red fir is from Nevada's Humboldt National Forest. Every year, a different national forest is selected to provide a tree for the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol building.
They need to work on their enthusiasm. I mean, come on. The countdown was a little lame there. But I thought the tree was really pretty.
4, and 3, 2, 1, go.
Wrap it up.
And then the
Hold.
speaker went, okay, or there you go, or whatever.
Flip.
You're supposed to go 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Dun, da,
Todd
da.
Hill auditioning for the job live on TV this morning.
Yes, I would like that job next year. Okay. Hey, we get back to a rainy pattern starting tomorrow. Today, I feel like we could see some traces of rain later today, especially along the north coast, but models say we stay dry, so we'll see. This is tomorrow morning, though. Everything points to the fact that we get wet. So the first batch of rain starts tomorrow morning. There will be occasional shots of rain each day, it looks like, all the way through Sunday. So your weekend plans, expect wet weather at times. Saturday right now looks to be a drier day than Sunday. How much rain are we talking about? Now notice, this shows an inch roughly to maybe more from between Portland and Kelso, but far less south of Salem. So we'll continue to watch this. And then it does show, of course, wet weather, 1 to 2 inches of rain along the coast. So that's what starts tomorrow morning, rainy pattern Thursday through Sunday. Here are the lights from the Providence Park camera. 41 degrees is the temperature outside. And later today, we're not going to do a whole lot in the temperature department with cloudy skies expected. This shows 40s from Kelso down through Eugene, up to about 50 at the coast. Another cool day with a lot of you holding in the 30s out east, with partly sunny skies giving way to increasing cloudiness during the afternoon. All right, 7-day forecast, 48 today, mainly dry and cloudy. The rain comes in tomorrow morning, then it's rain at times all the way through Sunday. Again, Saturday looks to be a drier day than Friday or Sunday. We get a dry break Monday. There's another system coming in on Tuesday, and snow levels, generally speaking, will be above 4,000 feet. That means wet passes, and that is your update for now.